I want to talk a little bit about workplace culture, but I very specifically want to talk about the signs of a really good workplace culture. So, for me, in my experience, I have always found that really good culture exists in these small, tiny moments as opposed to bigger moments. Because the small ones make up more of our day, they make up more of our time than the big events, work parties, team building stuff does. I worked at a company where, at the time, the CEO that I was working with, he very much had an open door policy. He was really big on that, and he exercised it in a very consistent way. I will always take advantage of an executive open door policy. I'm a little opinionated. I had a pretty good working rapport with the CEO, even though I was a little bit farther down the line in terms of reporting to him. So we didn't actually work together a ton. But I was planning a trip to Disney World for me and my daughter. And the week before I was supposed to go on this trip, I get a Slack message from the CEO saying, "Hey, I heard that you were going to Disney World. Is this your first time going?" And I said, "Yes, it is." And he said, "Here's my favorite ride. It's really great. I think you and your daughter will enjoy it. Here's the park that it's in. Let me know if you have a good time. Enjoy yourself." Now, that probably took 5 minutes out of his day to send. It took almost no emotional or brain energy for him to send. It was, heard this person's going to Disney World. I love Disney World. I love this ride. I'm going to let them know, hey, you should check this ride out. That was 2 years ago. That has stuck with me ever since as a sign of he saw me as a person. He gives a shit about the people who work here. He'll take a few minutes out of his day to acknowledge their lives, their humanity, and form a little connection. That is excellent workplace culture, and that was a leader, the top leader at the organization, actively working to build that kind of culture. And that was at a time where I felt really strongly about how great that company was to work with. So those are the little things. We don't need to do a ton of big, heavy lifting when it comes to culture. It's about creating those tiny little moments of connection. Those create a far bigger impact than